Hey guys, what is going on? It's McElroy here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my awesome $450 PC build. This PC will play any game in 1080p. Some frame rates I've gotten in some games I'm playing are about 300 FPS in TF2. Battlefield 1, it'll get about 60 FPS on medium-high settings, about 60 FPS in Borderlands 2 on max settings, 80 FPS in War Thunder on max settings. So here is the complete parts list. With sales and rebates, I paid $450. Here is a chart of the price for all the parts over time. You can see I've circled here the final cost for when I purchased my parts, and that really goes to show how important watching for sales and rebates is. If you're just patient and you wait, you can really save a lot of money when you're putting together all these parts. So the build starts with the case and power supply. I got the Rosewill Tyrfing. I doubt I said that right, but it has USB 3.0 headers in the front and two 120mm fans, one fan in the back and one fan in the front. Power supply I got is the Rosewill 500 watt semi-modular power supply. If you can find one, I recommend using semi-modular power supply. The way these work is power cables that you do not need can be disconnected from the power supply unit, and when you're putting the PC together, this really helps with cable management to keep everything clean. The motherboard I chose is the ASRock 970 Extreme 4. It has USB 3.0 as well as SATA 6 data connectors. It's a good affordable motherboard with room to expand RAM. It has 4 slots for RAM, and also storage. It has 6 of the SATA 6 data connectors. The CPU that I chose is the AMD FX 6300. It has 6 cores and runs at 3.5 GHz. This CPU is one of the best performance for the cost that you can get. I know there are a lot of Intel fans out there, but for a lower mid-range gaming PC, AMD is the best choice. With a larger budget Intel, Intel has much higher performance than AMD, but on a minimal budget, you're going to get the best performance for your dollar with AMD, which is why I chose the FX 6300. My RAM, I have two 4GB sticks of Patriot Viper DDR3 1600 memory. 8GB is plenty for a budget build. It's one of the easiest things to upgrade, and you'll have no issues running games with 8GB. The graphics card that I chose is the Radeon RX 460 4GB version. Since this build, the GTX 1050 has been released and would also be an amazing option. Either one of these cards will work, it's your choice. These are currently the two best cost per for performance cards on the market at the moment. It's really your preference of if you want NVIDIA or Radeon for your graphics cards. They have very similar performance. I think the 1050 performs slightly better, but I'm not positive on that. For storage, I chose to use a 120GB SSD to put my operating system and important programs on there. SSDs are much faster than traditional hard drives, but they're also much more expensive. So I paired the 120GB SSD with my 1TB hard drive that I use for storing larger games and most other programs. So those are all the parts of this computer. I've been loving this PC so far and would highly recommend anybody who's considering a new gaming system to look into getting a PC. If you're considering getting Xbox or a PS4, you should definitely give a PC a try. It's something that you can constantly be working on, you can be upgrading. It's a computer, you can use it for school, you take it to college. And also, I mean, the biggest factor is if you like to play with your friends, whichever games your friends play, or whatever console they play on, I would go with that. But definitely look into PC if you haven't thought about it before. If you're going to do it, also try to build it yourself if you feel confident in doing that. I had a friend who built his own PC before, and so I talked to him, and then when I got all the parts, he came over and we built it together. That was nice for me just because I had somebody who had done it before and knew what they were doing to kind of like support me, back me up, help me out, give me hints and stuff like that. So if you have a friend, definitely talk to your friend and then see if you can come together and build that. But there is my build. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to hit that like button And also head down to the comment section. If you've built a PC before, let me know what your parts lists are. Like, I want to know what you guys have out there. Also, if you're considering building one and have questions, you can just ask me down in the comments. I'll try and stay on top of all that stuff as best I can and get back to you as soon as I can. So once again, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and also be sure to subscribe for more awesome content in the future. But for today, that's all I've got. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.